There is something about light that makes darkness uneasy. When you walk into a room carrying something different, something pure, something powerful, people will feel it before you even say a word. Some will be drawn to it, but others will resist it. Not because of what you have done, but because of what your very presence reveals. You see, darkness thrives in deception. It operates best when people remain unaware, when confusion blinds them, and when truth is kept hidden. But when you step into a place filled with that kind of energy, your light exposes what was meant to stay covered. Suddenly, things that were ignored can't be ignored anymore. Falsehoods start to unravel. Hidden motives come to the surface, and those who benefited from keeping things in the shadows begin to feel threatened. Not because you attacked them, but because your very existence disrupts their control. Have you ever noticed that some people are uncomfortable around you, even when you've done nothing to offend them? Have you ever walked into a place and felt an unspoken tension, as if your presence alone has shifted the atmosphere? That's because you carry something different. When the truth enters a room, lies start to tremble. When integrity stands up, corruption gets nervous. When clarity arrives, confusion loses its grip. And when you live in alignment with your purpose, those who operate in manipulation, deceit, and oppression begin to feel exposed. They don't always know why, but something about you unsettles them. Now, listen carefully. This is not a reason to dim your light. Some of you have been tempted to shrink, to quiet your voice, to suppress your radiance, just to make others more comfortable. But let me tell you something. Your light is not just for you. Your light is a beacon. Your light is a disruptor. Those who fear exposure will try to silence you. They will try to discredit you, to make you doubt yourself, to convince you that you are the problem. But let me make this very clear. The problem is not your light. The problem is that darkness never expected you to rise. It never planned for you to step into your power. It never thought you would recognize who you truly are. But here you are, walking boldly, living purposefully, carrying something cannot be ignored. And this is why you must stand firm. Because the world needs what you carry. The truth you reveal, the integrity you uphold, the authenticity you embody. It is shaking the very foundations of deception. So let them be uncomfortable. Let them whisper. Let them react. It is not your job to protect darkness from your light. It is your job to shine. One of the clearest signs that your light intimidates the darkness is the resistance you face. The moment you step into who you were created to be, the moment you begin to walk in your true power, you will notice opposition that seems to come out of nowhere. It's not because you've done something wrong. It's not because you're on the wrong path. In fact, it's often a confirmation that you're exactly where you need to be. Resistance is a reaction. It's a response to the fact that your presence, your purpose, your voice, these things disrupt the plans of those who operate in darkness. You see, darkness never attacks what does not threaten it. If you were insignificant, if your purpose didn't matter, if your life wasn't powerful, there would be no need to resist you. But the very fact that you are facing opposition is evidence that you carry something valuable. Have you ever wondered why the moment you decide to rise, obstacles start appearing? The moment you commit to growth, distractions come from every direction. The moment you say yes to your purpose, it feels like you are hit with challenge after challenge. That is not a coincidence. That is an attempt to wear you down, to make you doubt yourself, to make you question if the fight is even worth it. But let me tell you, it is. The enemy only fights what it fears. And if you are facing attacks, if you are experiencing resistance, it means you are a threat. It means that something about you, your voice, your influence, your impact, is dangerous to those who benefit from keeping people blind, lost, and afraid. They want you to give up before you even realize how powerful you are. They want you to shrink before you fully step into your calling. Because once you know who you are, once you understand what you carry, once you stop apologizing for your light, there is nothing they can do to stop you. So yes, they will try. They will attempt to discredit you. They will try to turn people against you. They will attack your name, your work, your character. Not because they have the power to destroy you, but because they hope you will destroy yourself. They hope you will get so tired, so discouraged, so overwhelmed that you will walk away from your purpose. But you must stand. You must recognize that this battle is not about you. It's about what you represent. It's about the light that you carry. And that light is not just for you, it is for others who need to see it. Understand this. The resistance is a test, not to break you, but to build you, to strengthen your resolve, to prepare you for the weight of your calling. Because if small opposition can shake you, how will you handle greater responsibility? If criticism makes you quit, how will you handle leadership? If betrayal makes you shut down, how will you fulfill your purpose? This is why you must keep going. Let them talk. Let them plot. Let them do whatever they think will stop you. Because what they don't realize is that every attack, every obstacle, every moment of resistance is only pushing you further into your destiny. What was meant to break you is actually making you. What was designed to stop you is only strengthening your faith, your resilience, your clarity. When you carry light, you don't just walk into a room. You shift the atmosphere. Your presence alone changes things. Not because you force anything, not because you try to be noticed, but because light cannot be ignored. It shines, it influences, it transforms, whether people acknowledge it or not. And one of the clearest signs that your light is powerful is the way it affects others. Some people will be drawn to you not because of what you have, but because of who you are. They will feel something different when they are around you. Peace, clarity, a sense of hope they may not even be able to explain. Your energy will uplift them. Your words will encourage them. Your life will inspire them to become better. And sometimes you won't even realize the impact you're having. People will watch you from a distance. They will observe how you move, how you handle challenges, how you remain steady in the midst of adversity. And without you saying a word, you will be leading, teaching, and influencing just by being who you are. But not everyone will celebrate you. Not everyone will appreciate the light you carry, because while some are inspired by your growth, others feel threatened by it. While some are encouraged by your confidence, others are intimidated by it. While some admire your authenticity, others resent it because it exposes what they lack. And this is where the challenge comes. Understanding that your light will attract some and disturb others. Have you ever noticed that when you start growing, certain people become uncomfortable? When you start walking in purpose, some friends pull away. When you step into a new level, some people who used to support you suddenly have nothing good to say. That's because your light does not just shine, it reveals. It shows people who they really are. It forces them to confront things within themselves that they may not be ready to face. Some people are so used to dysfunction that when they see something healthy, they don't know how to handle it. Some people are so accustomed to fear that when they encounter confidence, they see it as arrogance. Some are so attached to negativity that when they meet someone who refuses to entertain gossip, drama, and destruction, they label that person as too good or too different. But here's what you must understand. That is not your problem. Your job is not to make people comfortable. Your job is not to shrink yourself so others don't feel insecure. Your job is to shine, to uplift, to be exactly who you were created to be, no matter who it convicts, no matter who it offends, no matter who cannot handle it. The ones who are meant to grow with you will be inspired by your light. They will see your elevation as proof that they too can rise. They will recognize that your confidence does not diminish theirs, that your success does not threaten their potential. These are the people you pour into. These are the people you walk with. Because those who cannot handle your light will only try to dim it. Stop apologizing for your growth. Stop explaining why you are different. Stop trying to convince people who have already made up their minds about you. Those who are meant to receive from you will receive. Those who are meant to be inspired by you will be inspired. And those who cannot handle your light will remove themselves or expose themselves. Either way, you must keep shining. When you step into your true purpose and let your light shine, one of the most striking things you'll notice is how strongly people react to you. It's not just the people you expect to support you, it's also the people you didn't see coming. The ones who seem to have a problem with your very existence. They will react, not always with kindness. And you may feel confused by their response. But this too is a sign that your light is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It's important to understand that people's reactions to you are often a reflection of themselves, not of you. The ones who admire you, the ones who are inspired by your confidence, the ones who are encouraged by your vision, these are the ones who see something in you that resonates with their own potential. They see your light and recognize it as something they too can achieve, something they too can tap into. But on the flip side, there are others who will feel deeply uncomfortable around you. They may never tell you why, but there is something about the way you carry yourself, the way you speak your truth, the way you refuse to settle for mediocrity that challenges them. They don't know what to do with your strength, your confidence, your clarity. Your growth forces them to take a good, hard look at themselves. And often, that's the last thing they want to do. You see, not everyone is ready to confront their own insecurities. Not everyone is ready to face their own weaknesses. And sometimes, your light brings up all of those unresolved issues within others that they haven't yet dealt with. It can be uncomfortable to be around someone who is fully aware of their purpose, who speaks with certainty, who refuses to settle for less than what they deserve. For some, this is inspiring. For others, it's a painful reminder of what they have yet to accomplish in their own lives. This is where the challenge lies. You must understand that their reactions are not your responsibility. People will react based on their own fears, their own projections, their own struggles. You may be the target of their anger, their jealousy, their criticism, but it is not because you've done anything wrong. When you are truly walking in your purpose, you'll notice that some people will start to distance themselves from you. They'll criticize you behind your back, try to minimize your efforts, or even try to tear you down in front of others. It's important to recognize that this is not about you. This is about their inability to handle the light that you carry. Your light exposes their darkness, and sometimes that's more than they are willing to face. But don't be discouraged by this. Don't take it personally. Understand that this is a natural part of the process. Your growth will stir up discomfort in others. and that discomfort is not yours to carry. Let them react. Let them speak. Let them attempt to bring you down. It is not a reflection of who you are, but of who they are. What you must do is stay focused on your purpose. Stay true to who you are. Keep shining, keep rising, keep walking forward. The ones who are meant to be part of your journey will recognize the value in your light. They will be the ones who support you, who encourage you, who lift you up when you're tired. These are the people who will walk with you toward the fulfillment of your purpose. The ones who cannot handle your light will eventually reveal themselves. And when they do, let them go. Don't try to convince them. Don't try to make them understand. Just keep walking in your truth, knowing that the right people will be drawn to you and the right opportunities will open up for you. Their reactions are not about you. They are about their own growth or lack thereof. You are not here to make others comfortable. You are here to shine, and nothing should stop you from doing that. When you are truly walking in your purpose and letting your light shine, something remarkable happens. Obstacles that were meant to stop you only seem to push you further. You will face resistance. You will encounter challenges. You will meet moments that try to break you, discourage you, and make you question everything. But here's the secret. These obstacles are not here to defeat you. They are here to prepare you, to build you, to make you stronger. It's easy to get discouraged when life presents one challenge after another, especially when it feels like every step forward is met with an equal or greater setback. But what if I told you that every obstacle you face is actually a sign that you're on the right track? What if every difficulty is a confirmation that your light is powerful enough to provoke the forces that try to keep you down? When you encounter obstacles, it's not a sign that you're doing something wrong. On the contrary, it's a sign that you are exactly where you need to be. Darkness is trying to stop you, trying to block your progress, trying to keep you from moving toward the full expression of your potential. But every time you rise above, every time you push through, every time you refuse to give in, you're proving that nothing can extinguish your light. There's a certain power in resilience, in standing firm when everything around you is crumbling, when you encounter setbacks. The question isn't, why me? The real question is, how will I use this to become stronger? You see, each time you overcome an obstacle, you don't just move closer to your goal. You become more of the person you were meant to be. The pressure, the struggle, the pain, all of it refines you. It shapes you into a force that cannot be stopped. Obstacles are often the tools that help you refine your purpose. They are the stepping stones that prepare you for greater responsibility. Every challenge, no matter how difficult, carries within it a lesson, a piece of wisdom that equips you for what's ahead. And the more you overcome, the more confident you become in your ability to move through life's challenges. Let's be clear. The obstacles are not the enemy. They may feel like it at times, but they are not. The enemy is the belief that you can't overcome them. The enemy is the idea that every hardship is a sign to quit. The enemy is the lie that says you aren't capable, that you can't handle what's being thrown your way. But here's the truth, you can. And every time you push through, you become stronger, wiser, and more capable of facing the next challenge. Have you ever wondered how some people seem to keep rising no matter how many obstacles they face? Have you ever seen someone go through a storm and come out even stronger on the other side? That's not luck, that's resilience. That's the power of refusing to let circumstances define you. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the absence of obstacles. It's how they respond to them. The ones who succeed are the ones who look at their obstacles and say, You will not break me. You will not stop me. You are simply here to make me stronger. As you face the challenges in your life, remember that they are not designed to break you. They're designed to build you. They're an invitation to rise higher, to become more than you were before. The darkness will try to make you believe that you are not strong enough, that you are not capable enough, that you should give up. But in truth, these obstacles are the very things that will reveal your strength. You are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way. And as you rise above these challenges, your light will shine even brighter, and the darkness will only serve to make you more powerful. When you are walking in your purpose and embracing your light, one of the most powerful signs that you are on the right path is the way your life begins to influence the environment around you. You don't need to force things. You don't need to struggle to make an impact. The truth is, when you carry light, you don't have to fight to be noticed. It naturally changes the world around you. It affects those who encounter you, even if they don't understand it at first. Your energy, your actions, your words. These are the tools that start to shape the world in ways you might not even see. Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to walk into a room and the entire atmosphere shifts? They don't have to say anything. They don't have to announce their presence. It's almost like their energy precedes them. And when you walk in your purpose, when you walk in your truth, your light does the same thing. It doesn't have to scream. It doesn't have to demand attention. It simply shines. And everything around it starts to change. You'll find that doors begin to open in ways that you didn't expect. Opportunities that once seemed out of reach suddenly start coming toward you. People will start approaching you, offering help, sharing resources, opening up possibilities that you hadn't even considered. Your presence, your dedication to living your truth, starts to attract things to you. When you align with your purpose, the universe begins to respond. The right people will show up at the right time. And the things that once seemed impossible become possible, because your light is working on your behalf. This doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen without effort. It's the result of consistency, of being steadfast in your purpose, of remaining true to who you are, even when the world doesn't always seem to understand. But the moment you realize that your light can change the world around you, everything shifts. You stop chasing success. You stop chasing validation. You stop striving for approval. You simply align yourself with your purpose, and everything else falls into place. There's a principle here that many people miss. The more you stay aligned with your light, the more effortless success becomes. This isn't to say that challenges won't come or that there won't be work involved. But when you are walking in your purpose, there's an energy, a flow that makes things easier. The right people will find you. The right opportunities will find you. Everything you need to succeed will be drawn to you because you are a magnet for what is meant for you. But you must stay true to your light. The moment you begin to dim it, the moment you begin to shrink yourself to fit someone else's expectations or to make others feel comfortable, is the moment you start to lose that magnetic power. The darkness will try to convince you that you need to hide, that you need to shrink, that you need to be smaller in order to fit in. But that is a lie. Your power, your potential is in your light. And when you refuse to shrink, when you refuse to compromise who you are, that's when everything starts to align. It's not about striving or forcing things to happen. It's about trusting that when you stay true to yourself, when you stay true to your calling, when you remain rooted in your purpose, the world will respond. Things will align. People will show up, and your path will begin to unfold in ways you could never have imagined. So as you walk forward, remember this. Your light is not just for you. It is a force that can shape the world around you, and it will, when you are true to yourself, the world will open up to you. You will be a magnet for opportunities, for success, for growth, and for the connections you need to fulfill your purpose. Your light will change everything around you as long as you never stop shining.